Today we talk about that you can't offend me, but
Okay. All right.
we're back. Long time no see. What's up? Okay, so you just did your top six. I want you now to look around and be like, dude, what's going on here?
Okay.
What are we doing?
Yeah. All right.
The ugliest six in this room.
All right. Well, this I have to. These are speaking to me.
I want to say this has been on all but like two segments
Yeah.
of this part of the show. Everyone loves to pick on these Reebok Insta Pump Furies.
They kind of remind me like Ronald McDonald's color scheme.
Yeah, these are hard to wear actually, but
Yeah.
from a historical standpoint, I had to. A lot of what I collect is like more for their historical value or
Right.
like the timeline of sneakers, if you will, and just being a classic model. I don't know if you could call this classic. I don't know if it's aged very well, but I do occasionally see these in the street sometimes. But you know, this was the very original colorway. They put this out in like a grayish version because people are like, "Yo, no one's gonna buy these," and this one actually sold much better than the gray. Right. So, granted, the shape is a little.
Yeah, and is there like holes in it? Like
there's, I don't know about holes.
Like okay, it's like a see like it's not a hole, but it's like.
Oh, okay. I guess it's more for ventilation. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's again in line with all these Reeboks that have the little basketball on the tongue.
Okay.
So this one also a pump shoe. So you do this to kind of have it form to your foot, and then this is the release valve to let the air out. But I feel you. This is a very popular choice.
Okay.
What else is screaming at you?
Okay. Let's see. I mean, I'm not like a huge fan of neon. So like when I see neon, I'm usually like, oh, my eyes. But I don't want to just knock them off. You know, these are kind of jumping out at me.
Okay. These Acronym Nike VaporMax 2s, the mock version, because it's without laces. So the equivalent would be these with the laces, so these without the laces. And these were kind of polarizing when they came out because the pattern's a little, what the fuck is going on here? Right. But this was a special collaboration with Acronym. And these, I don't know if you're a big John Mayer fan, but...
I like John Mayer.
Yeah. So these were like inspired by... I shouldn't say inspired by him, but they're called Johnny's Icy Passage. It was like an inside joke, I guess, the designer had with him. He wore these for their campaign. They put out like a whole ad thing. So I really dig these. A friend of mine actually has these as well. Right. But they are very hit or miss with people. So.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So that's number two.
Number two. And let's see what else. Number three.
Not feeling these? The Fruity
Fruity
Pebbles?
Pebbles?
Yeah. So these, I know you said you're not a basketball fan, but these are Nike's shoe for LeBron James.
Okay.
This was the fourth, the LeBron 4, so his fourth signature shoe, and his favorite cereal growing up was Fruity Pebbles. Okay. So they're like, all right, we'll make these for you.
You know, I'm not a Fruity Pebbles fan, surprisingly. So
I'm actually not either, but you know.
Yeah, but I think it was mostly like this part, though.
Honestly, this is one of, if not the ugliest LeBron shoe, according to many people. So you are not alone in that thought, myself included. But me being a fanatic of shoes and the history of shoes and a collector, I had to get a LeBron 4, and this being his favorite cereal, I had to get these.
All right, that makes sense. I think that's justified.
Okay. Word. All right, so what is this? We're at 3 now? We're halfway there?
Yes.
Yeah, and I still haven't even worn these yet. I don't know what kind of special occasion these will get busted up for, but perhaps if I ever met LeBron, I would bring these out for him.
The bottom's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's some people thought this was more of like a gay pride type of thing, but it's very much Fruity Pebbles.
Well, you could wear it for pride.
You could, yeah. No one's gonna look at you sideways, I guess.
Right. Let's see.
Anything jump out at you on the opposite wall?
I have one more, and then let's take a minute, because these
Wow, another popular pick on this segment. Jesus.
These, I actually do like the gray and this like, what is this, like a taupe?
Okay.
But I don't know, just the red, the sole, and then
Yeah, I don't know if you're a big Kanye fan, but this is
Kanye's.
Kanye's.
But
His collaboration with Louis Vuitton was this, called the Jaspers, way back when, I want to say 2009, 10, 11-ish era. So these are aging a little bit, but very hard to find, hard to pull off, I suppose. And probably to your credit, you were saying how like you try to keep things simple. For someone with like this much selection, you can take these kinds of risks and like, kind of venture out into the crazy combinations. So that's kind of where I find myself. But
gotcha.
I respect it.
This might be the first Louis Vuitton thing I've ever held. So that's cool. But
yeah, no, they're super luxurious, if you will.
Yeah.
A lot of straps, a lot of tassels, gold pieces, blah, blah, blah.
they
Fancy
look like
materials. But
they're comfortable.
they are actually very comfortable. And I don't know, maybe I'll wear these today. I don't know. I've been waiting for an occasion to bust these out.
You should.
We'll see.
I mean, I'm sorry I called them ugly. It'll look good with your outfit, though.
you can't bug me.
Okay.
Trust me. So what is that? That's 4? Yep.
Yeah, all right, let's check out the other side. Let's see. Let me see. I know it says like human race on it, so I feel like I don't want to stay there. I don't know if this was for like a charity or something, but I just find the canvas on the top, the yellow, it's like a bumblebee.
Too much. Yeah, these are, I don't know if you're a Pharrell fan, but this is Pharrell's line. So he did, he's done a bunch, but the 3 I got were the original. This is the first ever one he put out.
Okay.
And then this was a secondary type version with a different sole. And then this was like a third type version with a different sole.
Okay.
Yeah, these were very loud. I was not a fan of these, I'll be honest with you, when I first saw them, because the contrast of the yellow and the black was just too much for me. But the more I've had them and the longer I've had them and the more shoes he puts out, I start to understand this more. I'm like, oh, I get it. And you're right. It wasn't like a charity thing, but it was like his take on inclusion, all the colors of the rainbow, human beings, blah, blah, blah. So human race, yeah. The human race NMD, that was the idea behind it. So that is 5, and we are down to one last pick.
Okay, I want to make this one a fire one. Let's see. Let me just. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like when they go up to your ankles, it's like it feels kind of constricting. And it's like these are very futuristic.
Very, very, for sure. I think it was the designer's take on like not a space boot, but like, what are we wearing in the year 3000 type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, I don't think it's the ugliest of the ugly. I just, it's just a little.
It's not for you.
It's a little too space for me. But.
I feel it. Actually, I don't know that I could picture you wearing these. And even myself, I haven't worn these yet. Just haven't gotten around to them. But I'm a big fan of high tops. In fact, I know there's a lot of low tops here, but I have a soft spot for high tops. So I'm always looking to add new ones to the collection that I find super cool. This was definitely way out there, but again, just like with the rest of these things, once you kind of like have built a collection where you have some normal things to wear, you can occasionally make room for something like this. But
Yeah.
All right, so is that 6? I think that's 6. Boom. Cool. All right. Okay. Well, not bad.
Yeah.
I lied. I'm super offended. But no, what was I gonna say? We're gonna catch you on the podcast next, so we'll be looking for that. And where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at @thejulab, like TheJulab.
Okay. And we'll link this in the description too, in case there's any spelling errors. But
yes, thank you. And I mean, I have a Facebook. You can add me on there or whatever, and then.
No Twitter, no.
I have a Twitter, but I haven't used it in a while, so it's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm not a big Twitter guy myself. So.
Yeah, you can mostly find me on Instagram. I love like Instagram stories. That's my pastime.
Got it. All right. So. And any YouTube at all, or?
Yeah, I have a YouTube. It's Jula Branda, and you could see a lot of my stand up on YouTube. If you just look up Jula Branda stand up, you'll find me.
Dope. All right. Cool. Thanks for joining, and see you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Boom.